Hey everyone, welcome to week 6 of distance learning. I continue to sincerely miss each and every one of you. I've been enjoying the work you have been submitting and the emails you've been sending. It's been fun seeing what you've been up to and how you've been taking care of yourself during these unusual times. And know that I'm here as an open ear if you have any questions or concerns or just want to chat as we get through these last few weeks of the school year together. So I know during these unusual times, it can be pretty easy for us to resort to sitting on the couch and watching hours and hours and hours of Netflix or Hulu or Disney Plus or whatever you got going on, or maybe binge watching TikToks or spending time on social media. But there's something I want to teach us a little bit about today, and that's time management. I have a nice little visual that we're going to work through together so you can kind of get a better idea of your priorities so that you can better manage your time. So this analogy is called big rocks and little rocks, or in our case, we're going to have rice grains and red potatoes. So we have these things in our lives that we view as central or important to us, and these are our big rocks. So the things that are non-negotiable, we have to have it in our lives. And for me, that's my faith, my family, and my friends. So those are the 3 F's, quote unquote, of my life that I feel are very important. Those will always be my big rocks. Now, we also have these other things in our lives that we view as important, and these are our small rocks, and we use these small rocks to fill in the rest of our time. So for me, that would include hobbies like running or baking or cooking, grilling out. I love food, as you can tell. Otherwise, watching Hulu, reading books, doing different things to fill in my time. Those are my small rocks. So each of us have big rocks and little rocks. Now, if we look at this first visual, if a glass represents a 24-hour day, notice that I did not utilize my time effectively because my big rocks are hanging out the top. I didn't get to spend time with friends or family, or I didn't spend as much time practicing my faith during the day as I normally would. So I'm realigning my values. Therefore, I am not getting everything that I want to accomplish in my day completed, right? So each and every one of us can choose how we allocate those 24 hours, all right? So here, this is our visual for not managing our time wisely. Watch what happens when we choose to put our big rocks, so the things that we view as most important, happen. Okay, so I'm putting my big rocks in, as you can see. Okay, and then we add in our little rocks, so those things that we view as important but not necessarily essential to our day-to-day lives. Okay, so I'm pouring it slowly because I don't want to spill any. Awesome. So you can see it just about fits perfectly. There's a little bit of rice. Actually, you can get it down so there's really not any excess hanging out over the top. This is what it looks like to properly manage our time. We put in our big rocks first, and then around those gaps between our big rocks, our little rocks or our rice grains filled in the rest. So because I put my 3 priorities first of faith, family, and friends, and then used in the rest of my daily schedule to fill in with things like running or cooking or watching TV or reading books, I was able to better manage my time and get the most bang for my buck out of the day. So remember that first glass, we had the potatoes hanging out over the top. We didn't get everything compacted into the day as we wanted to, but here we did because we used our time wisely and aligned it with our priorities and values as a person. So to schedule your time, I'd recommend using a planner or a calendar, maybe something on your phone or an app. I love Google Calendar. That's how I schedule my day-to-day life. I put all of when we're in school, my classes in there so I get a vibration in my pocket 15 minutes before class is going to be done so I can wrap things up. I have scheduled time in for me to work out, for me to cook, for me to do different things throughout the day that I want to accomplish. So you find an organizational strategy that works for you, and always remember to put your big rocks first. So for today in this week's activity, I want you to identify 3 of your big rocks and 3 of your little rocks in Google Classroom or on Canvas, whichever platform your class is using. Thanks again. I hope you got something out of this week's Real Life with Ramstad, and I hope you continue to take good care of yourselves. Let me know if I can do anything, and take care.